Weather on the threes.
All right, everyone, one last look at that weather forecast for you here. 28 degrees in Lafayette right now, 29 in New Iberia. Jennings coming in at about 30 and Ville Platte sitting at about 28. Very complicated forecast here across Acadiana as we are going to be right on the dividing line of liquid rain and frozen precipitation. I think that you're probably getting a little bit of sleet in areas that ongoing right now. Now, not necessarily all of this making it down to the ground. It's what we're trying to figure out right now, because there's a dry layer there as well, which could lead to a little bit of evaporation. Now, if that is the case and you are seeing a little bit of that evaporation, then what you end up seeing is a little bit of cooling ongoing through parts of the atmosphere as well. That could lower the line of where you see liquid rain and frozen precipitation. Complicating everything, though, is you also have regular old rainfall that's creeping on into Cameron on the southern extent of that. So waiting to see which one of these wins out. A little bit of an active radar here. Now, again, not all of this is necessarily making it down to the ground, but I do think that you got some sleet out there, maybe a little bit of frozen drizzle out there as well. So be on the lookout for a couple icier spots early on this morning. Accumulation hasn't been great. Still maintain that the worst of it and where you're going to see the highest parts of accumulation is going to be areas that are northwards of 190. But again, that could change as we go through the day today, especially if we start to see things cooling a little bit and end up with a little bit more in the way of freezing rain as opposed to liquid rain. Regardless, it is a wet day that's shaping up today. Winds down to the east-northeast at 9 miles an hour, 28 degrees for your current temperature. Wind chill down at about 19. Let's run through one of the models here pretty quickly. Seems to have an okay handle on what's going on. Wish it looked a little bit better, but it does bring the frozen precipitation up through northern parts of Acadiana. Still keeps that dividing line at about 190, with the worst of the weather northwards getting up into central Louisiana. Southern parts of Acadiana likely avoiding some of the ice buildup. I don't think travel should be advised up in northern parts of Louisiana today. Certainly central Acadiana is going to be dealing with the freezing rainfall, and I think once you get northwards of 190, likely to see a couple icier spots there as well. Some thunderstorms on tap for the southern extent of Acadiana here later on this afternoon. Maybe even a couple stronger thunderstorms as it gets out over towards Morgan City and Iberia Parish as well. Should be clearing up by the end of the day today. A lot of clouds linger on into tomorrow. Temperatures in the upper 30s with lows down to the mid 30s tonight. So we should stay above freezing tonight, which will be good because that avoids ice buildup. And the wind chill still going to be down in the 20s, though, as the winds are going to be blown around at a pretty good clip. Sunny for Friday, Saturday, and then next week a much more manageable forecast than what we've had the last couple of days.